All right, let's dive into something I think we all could use a little help with, especially with summer coming up.
Okay, what's that?
Skincare.
Skincare.
Yeah, particularly for men.
Okay.
And, I know some guys out there might be thinking, skincare? Really? That's not for me.
Right.
But, our source today is a guide to summer skincare specifically for men. And you wouldn't believe how much of a confidence boost a good routine can give you, especially when it's hot and you're sweating.
Yeah.
And the first thing that really jumped out at me from this guide is the importance of knowing your skin type.
Oh, absolutely. That is like the foundation of any good skincare routine.
Okay, so how do you even begin to figure that out?
Well, a lot of guys just assume that they have oily skin.
Right.
Because men tend to produce more oil.
Sure.
But the guide points out that if you're using really harsh products, it can actually dry your skin out and then trick you into thinking you have oily skin because your skin's overcompensating.
So it's like a vicious cycle.
Exactly. It's a vicious cycle.
Wow, I never thought of that.
And so, if you're really unsure, the best thing to do is to talk to a dermatologist.
Okay, so you figure out your skin type, and then what? What does this guide recommend next?
Cleansing.
Cleansing.
Yes. Morning and night.
See, I'm more of a splash of water in the morning kind of guy. Is that really not doing it?
Well, think about it.
Okay.
All day long, your skin is exposed to dirt and pollution and sweat and grime. All that stuff just builds up.
True.
Especially in the summer. So cleansing it morning and night is really important for preventing breakouts and just keeping your skin looking healthy.
Okay, I'm convinced.
Good.
I need to cleanse more. But how do I choose a cleanser? There's just so many out there.
Yeah, there are a lot of options, and that's where knowing your skin type comes in.
Okay.
So if you have oily skin, the guide recommends looking for clay-based cleansers. They have ingredients like kaolin or green clay.
Ooh, clay. That sounds kind of fancy.
It is, and it's really effective at absorbing excess oil.
Okay, so what if you have, the opposite sensitive skin?
Then you're going to want to look for something that's gentle and hydrating. Maybe something that has, aloe vera or chamomile in it.
Okay.
The goal is to cleanse without stripping away all of your skin's natural oils.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, this guide also mentions something called double cleansing.
Yes.
Particularly for summer evenings.
Yes.
Is that really necessary?
It can be, especially if you're dealing with sweat and sunscreen buildup.
Right.
So the idea is you would use an oil-based cleanser first to really break down all that grime, and then you follow it with a water-based cleanser just to get everything nice and clean.
Oh, so it's like a 1-2 punch for your pores.
Exactly. It ensures that you have a really thorough cleanse, and it helps to prevent clogged pores, which can lead to breakouts.
So we've cleansed, but the guide doesn't stop there. It actually talks about exfoliation.
Yes.
It compares it to sanding down a rough piece of wood. I've always been a bit hesitant about that. Isn't that a bit harsh?
That's a common misconception. When you exfoliate, you're really just removing those dead skin cells that can make your complexion look dull.
Okay.
You're essentially polishing your skin to reveal this fresh, healthy layer underneath.
So it's more about finding the right, grit, I guess, with sandpaper.
Exactly. You wouldn't use, coarse sandpaper on something really delicate.
Right.
And it's important to moisturize afterward to prevent dryness.
So it's kind of like sanding wood.
Exactly. You always want to condition it afterward.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So speaking of moisture, let's talk about summer's biggest challenge, sweat.
Yes.
My skin just feels like it can't breathe sometimes.
I hear you.
Sure.
And that's where a lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer comes in.
Non-comedogenic, that sounds a little complicated.
It just means it's not going to clog your pores.
Okay.
So,
all right.
You wouldn't wear a thick wool sweater on a hot summer day, right?
Yeah.
You'd want something light and breathable. And it's the same concept with your moisturizer.
I see. So are there any, specific ingredients I should be looking out for in a summer moisturizer?
The guide actually highlights niacinamide.
Okay.
It's a really great ingredient that helps to regulate oil production. It can minimize the appearance of your pores, and it can even reduce redness.
So it's like a superhero for your skin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fighting all those summer stressors.
So niacinamide, got it. But honestly, a multi-step skincare routine still just feels kind of overwhelming.
It doesn't have to be complicated. You can start with just the basics. Cleanser, moisturizer, and SPF.
SPF, right. We can't forget about that, especially in the summer.
Exactly. Sun protection is absolutely crucial, and we'll dive into that right after this quick break.
Okay, so we've covered cleansing, moisturizing, exfoliating, all that stuff. But
Yeah.
it's just as important.
Okay.
Sun protection.
Absolutely can't forget about SPF.
I'm guilty of skipping it sometimes, I'll be honest, especially in the summer.
Yeah,
It just feels so heavy and greasy when it's already hot out.
I totally get it. Nobody wants to feel like they're slathering on another layer.
Right.
But honestly, sunscreen is non-negotiable,
Yeah.
especially during those summer months.
Okay, so you're saying I gotta wear it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The guide stresses how UV damage is one of the biggest culprits behind wrinkles and premature aging and even skin cancer. So you want to protect yourself.
Okay. You scared me straight. I'll wear sunscreen.
Good.
But how do you find one that doesn't feel like you're wearing a mask?
Well, the guide actually breaks down the different types of sunscreen,
Okay.
which I found super helpful. So you've got chemical sunscreens, those absorb UV rays, and then you have mineral sunscreens, which physically block them.
Oh, okay. So it's like an invisible shield versus like a sponge.
Yeah, that's a great way to think about it.
Yeah.
And mineral sunscreens, they use ingredients like zinc oxide and titanium dioxide.
Okay.
And those tend to be a little bit gentler on sensitive skin, less likely to cause irritation.
Oh, interesting. So maybe mineral sunscreen's the way to go for me then. But I've heard those can leave like a white cast, especially on darker skin tones.
Yeah, that's true. Some of them can be a bit chalky, but the guide mentions that newer formulations have come a long way.
Really?
Yeah, in terms of like texture and blendability. They even recommend looking for tinted mineral sunscreen.
Oh, tinted sunscreen. What is that?
Yeah, it can help to even out your skin tone and provide a little bit of coverage.
Huh. That's cool.
It is.
All right, so sunscreen, we've got that down. What else does this guide highlight for summer skincare?
Well, it goes beyond just products. It also talks about lifestyle factors that can impact your skin.
Oh, like what?
Things like hydration and diet.
Wait, hold on. So what I eat can actually affect my skin? I thought that was just like a myth.
Nope, it's totally true. Your skin is your body's largest organ.
Right.
It needs the right nutrients to function properly. And this guide specifically calls out antioxidants. They help to protect your skin from damage caused by free radicals.
Oh, free radicals. That sounds kind of intense. What are those exactly?
They're like these little villains that attack your skin cells, causing damage that can lead to wrinkles and age spots and all those signs of aging.
Okay, so we don't want those.
No, we don't. And antioxidants are like the superheroes that neutralize them.
So where can I find these superheroes? What should I be eating?
Lots of good stuff. Berries, leafy greens, even dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate. All right, I'm listening.
Yeah, so eating healthy can actually improve your skin.
That's a win-win.
Exactly. It's not just about what you eat, though. It's also about how much water you drink. Staying hydrated is super important for keeping your skin plump and healthy.
Okay, so healthy diet, lots of water. Anything else I should be doing?
The guide also emphasizes the importance of sleep and stress management.
Oh, yeah, I definitely get those dark circles under my eyes when I'm not sleeping enough.
Yeah, exactly. When you're sleep deprived and stressed, it shows on your face.
It really does.
Getting enough sleep allows your skin to repair itself overnight, and managing stress can help prevent breakouts and other skin issues.
Wow. You know, I never really connected stress and skin problems. I always thought it was just like hormones or something.
It definitely plays a role. Stress can trigger inflammation, which can lead to a whole host of skin problems.
So it really is about taking care of your whole self.
Exactly. It's about nourishing your body and managing stress and creating healthy habits that support your skin's health.
This is really making me think about my lifestyle. It's not just about like slapping on some cream. It's about like a whole approach.
That's a great way to put it. Good skincare is holistic.
Okay, so we've covered a lot here. Cleansing, moisturizing, sun protection, diet, stress management. Wow.
We have.
What would you say, like if you had to pick one thing, is the most important takeaway for our listener?
If I had to pick one thing, it would be consistency. It's not about doing a 10-step routine once a month. It's about making small, sustainable changes that you can stick with over time.
I like that it's about building healthy habits.
Exactly.
But what if you're already dealing with specific skin concerns?
Yeah.
Like acne or those like, dark spots that just seem to pop up out of nowhere.
The guide addresses that too.
Oh, good.
It offers targeted tips for specific concerns and really emphasizes that there are solutions out there. It talks about ingredients to look for, like retinol for wrinkles, salicylic acid for acne, vitamin C for hyperpigmentation, things like that.
Okay, so there's hope for us all.
There is, absolutely. You just have to identify your specific concerns and find products that address them. And it's always a good idea to consult with a dermatologist if you're really not sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
I used to think skincare was just about vanity,
Right.
but it's really so much more than that.
It is.
It's about feeling good in your own skin, and that confidence radiates outwards, doesn't it?
Totally. When you feel good about yourself, it shows. And that confidence can have a ripple effect on every area of your life.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I think we've covered just about everything. Cleansing, moisturizing, sun protection, diet, stress management, even targeted treatments.
Yeah, we really did a deep dive into the world of summer skincare.
I think so, and hopefully our listener is feeling inspired to take charge of their own skincare journey.
Yeah, I hope so too. And remember, it's never too late to start taking care of your skin. And with the right knowledge and a little bit of effort, you can achieve that healthy summer glow.
Yeah, you really can. So before we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to bring it back to that summer theme.
Okay.
We talked about all these practical steps, but ultimately, what's the goal here? What are we striving for?
I think it's about feeling confident and comfortable in your own skin, especially during a season when we tend to be more active and social.
Mm.
It's about enjoying the summer to the fullest without worrying about breakouts or sunburns or just feeling self-conscious.
I love that.
Yeah,
You're
right.
totally right. It's about embracing summer, feeling good, and letting that confidence shine through.
Exactly. And it's a journey, not a race. So, there's no need to compare yourself to others or feel overwhelmed. Just start with small steps, be consistent, and enjoy the process.
All right, so as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listener with a thought-provoking question.
Ooh, I like that. Hit me with it.
All right, so imagine yourself a few months from now.
Okay.
You've been consistent with your summer skincare routine.
Okay.
You're feeling confident, your skin is glowing. How does that feel?
That's a great question. And it's a feeling that's totally within reach.
It is. It really is. So to our listener, I say this. Go out there, embrace summer, and let your best self shine through. It's funny, I used to think skincare was all about looking good,
Right.
trying to get that perfect complexion.
Yeah,
But after doing this deep dive, I'm realizing it's so much more than that.
it really is. It's about taking care of yourself, feeling comfortable in your own skin,
Yeah.
and just projecting that confidence to the world.
Exactly. And it's like an investment in your overall well-being, which I like. And the best part is you don't have to be like a skincare guru to get results.
Right. The guide really emphasizes that even small changes can make a big difference.
Like what?
Like just swapping out a harsh soap for a gentle cleanser.
Okay.
Or just remembering to put on sunscreen every day.
Yeah, it's those little things, right?
Exactly.
Huh. I'm starting to think about all the bad habits I need to break.
Well, we all start somewhere.
That's true.
The important thing is to be aware of them and make those gradual changes.
Okay.
And the guide actually has a sample routine for beginners, which I thought was really helpful.
That's cool. I'll have to check that out. It's so easy to feel overwhelmed by all the information out there.
Absolutely.
But this guide really makes it seem doable.
It does.
Yeah.
And remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to skincare.
Right.
What works for one person might not work for another, so it's all about finding what works best for your skin type and your lifestyle.
So true. What's one piece of advice that stuck with you from the guide?
Honestly, it was the emphasis on being patient and consistent.
Okay.
Skincare is a journey, not a sprint.
Right.
It takes time to see results, so don't get discouraged if you don't wake up with perfect skin overnight.
Yeah, it's so easy to fall into that trap of wanting instant gratification.
Exactly.
But real change, it takes time and effort.
Exactly, and enjoy the process. Experiment with different products, find what you love, and make skincare a part of your self-care routine.
Well said. Well, I think we've covered just about everything. Skin type, cleansing, moisturizing, sun protection, lifestyle choices, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, we really did a deep dive.
And hopefully our listener is feeling empowered to create their own summer skincare routine.
Yes, I hope so too. And remember, it's never too late to start taking care of your skin. And with the right knowledge and a little bit of effort, you can achieve that healthy summer glow.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listener with one final thought. Don't wait for perfect skin to enjoy your life. Embrace your individuality, celebrate your uniqueness, and let your confidence shine through. And with that, we'll leave you to explore the world of summer skincare. You've got this.